1 degree outside. There is ice. There is snow. You have to go to work. What do you have in your vehicle? I'm going to go over that today with you. Stay tuned. Hello. Okay, listen. Please extend me some grace because this channel is super important to me. This content is super important to me, but I'm out of the house like 60 hours out of the week. Okay. So by the time I get home, it is pitch black outside. When I leave in the morning, it is pitch black in the morning. And so this video is going to have to be filmed in chunks. Okay. But hear me out. These are things that I keep in my vehicle in the event that there is an emergency situation where I'm stuck in my vehicle or I'm stuck somewhere away from home. That's either going to help me stay in my vehicle and comfortable or help me get home. So we're going to talk about that revolving more so around winter. Stay tuned. One of the first things that I'm going to show you, this bad boy right here. It is a More Pilot portable tire inflator. Okay. So in a video I did on my other channel, which I'll redo again for this channel, it was what's in my blackout bag. And at the very end of the video, I show you a power station that I had purchased a few years ago. And that that I'm able to use that. So I've had that, but this is just so much more convenient. It's compact. I can throw it in my bag and call it good. To be honest with you, I'm going to have to do a little bit of research and digging and ask my husband where he got it from, but I know that you can get them off of Amazon. Okay. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So portable tire inflators, so easy to use. Okay. And the other items, I have my backpack and my other equipment is actually in the truck. So I'm going to have to take you to the truck. Okay, just a little tidbit to throw in here. I know that in the back of our minds, we think to ourselves, like, it's very unlikely that anything is going to happen to me, right? Like, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Okay. I don't know about you, but I have spun out on the highway because of black ice. Okay, right now, it's like 20 some odd degrees outside. Tomorrow morning, girlfriend, tomorrow morning, it's going to be raining and then it's going to drop to like 4 degrees outside. Do you know what that means? Ice. Ice. Snow all day long, whatever. I drive a Toyota Tundra TRD Pro, dude, snow. I don't care. I'll throw that bad boy into 4-H. We're fine. Ice? Ice? I think the one conversation I'll have to have with the Lord is why we made that a decision. Like, why was that an option? Ice. So anyway, that's coming up. I'm so dumb. That's coming up this weekend. It is necessary to be prepared. And I'm not even talking apocalyptic preparations, dude. I'm talking about if it snows outside and you spin off the highway like I see every morning in winter. Like literally the other day, we got maybe 2 inches of snow and I'm driving to work and there were 5, count them, 5 vehicles spun off the highway and it was just snow. Okay. So please do me a favor, sister, and prepare yourself, okay? Because if something happens and you do spin out and say you can't get a hold of a tow company, you can't get a hold of your husband, your kids, your mom, your dad, your whoever, and you're stuck there for a minute, girl, that's going to be a long minute, okay? So you should at least make yourself comfortable, okay? And I'm going to show you what I have in my truck to help me remain comfortable. One must always be prepared. Some might say, no, one is just paranoid. No, one is ready, homie. If something is happening, I'm not all too worried about it. Like, do I want it to happen? No. Do I want to have to use my emergency preps I got in my truck? No. I want to go home. I want to be on my sofa, okay? Chilling from a hard day's work. I don't want to be in the back seat of my truck with the emergency blanket and my snacks and my gallon of water and my emergency lights everywhere. Not ideal. Not ideal. All right. So anyway, we're going to move on. Hi, good morning. It is far too early to speak of, but I wanted to go over another item that I have with me, and that is going to be my 1 gallon Ozark Trail Walmart purchased stainless steel, double walled, yada yada yada. And I chose 1 gallon because, again, I always think to the wildest extreme. And so if I'm stuck in my truck for a long period of time, I don't want to worry about how much water I'll have. I'll also have to use this water for other things, washing my hands. So it's not just for drinking. But this is another prep I think is really important, is finding a container that you can keep in your vehicle throughout the winter, but something you can keep handy in your vehicle so you have water to use when needed in the event of an emergency, or if you're just driving home and you're like, gosh darn, I'm a little dehydrated, because we know that's an issue. Okay, everybody's dehydrated. We need to work on that. Okay, magnesium, guys, magnesium. Anyway, so that's the next one, and I'll be back around to show you another one. These are my off-road traction boards. These I keep in the bed of the truck, and I got them off of Amazon. You can find them on Amazon for anywhere from $30 to $200, depending on what your budget looks like. These are beneficial to have with you in case you do go off of the road and you're in a ditch. Having these mats are going to help you get that traction, get you out of a ditch and also out of mud. I left my water in my truck overnight. Complete solid block of ice. This is what I wanted to show you. So I keep 2 of these, one on the outside of my car and one on the inside of my car. This came in handy yesterday. We're -1 degree today, feels like -6. And this came in handy for me and a number of people at work when our windshield started to freeze up. So inside the vehicle, outside the vehicle. You can get these at Walmart's, Sam's Clubs, Costco's, grocery stores, Dollar Generals. They're amazing. There was one winter that I actually stayed in my best friend's salon so that I could make it to work. And I was driving a little Chevy Cobalt at that time. And I would literally spray the de-icer on everything so that I wouldn't get frozen out of my car. Because there was a different winter where my little black Chevy Cobalt turned into a giant block of ice. And there was like this force field of ice around the entire car. I couldn't get into it. I couldn't go to work for 4 days. Okay, it was horrible. So anyway, the next year I had learned my lesson and bought the de-icer, and I sprayed it on the door handles, the windshield, the threshold of the doors, so that I can get in and out, and it made the biggest difference. So this is the de-icer is definitely one for the win. Okay, the next thing that I have, I don't think that I've already shown you, but if I have, I'll edit it out or something. I don't know. Emergency pack. This is a first aid kit. That is not your mother's kitchen first aid kit unless she had like a really stellar first aid kit in her kitchen. Okay, but this has so much. I have a little flashlight on the end of this one. It's solar and you can crank it. But this first aid kit I did get off of Amazon, and it's insane. Everyone, this is Memphis. Hi, Memphis. Having a knife handy is always a benefit. I also have a saw that's attached to a molly pack in my truck. It's just handy. This is a fire starter. These, of course, are always handy to have with you no matter what. This is a paracord bracelet. Obviously, I haven't used it yet. I really like it because it has a compass on it. Then, of course, you have your flashlight. I love flashlights. I'm really big into illumination, so I love that it comes with a flashlight. Scissors that I genuinely hope I never have to use. This is a splint kit. This is going to be good if there's a serious injury, to hold any broken bones or anything in place while you go to a hospital to get treated properly. These are really handy to have. Hopefully it never has to be used, but if it does, I have it. These are water purifying tablets. I have a number of these all over the place just to have handy. I have several emergency rescue blankets in my center console in my truck, but you can really never have too many. A poncho will come in handy, not only to wear, but you would be surprised at how resourceful you can be if you have the right stuff with you. This is an emergency trauma bandage. I'm telling you, this first aid kit is like not a joke. It is the bee's knees. I did get it off of Amazon. If I remember to, I will link it, but it has all of the bandages necessary in different widths, different lengths. So very, very handy. This zipper right here is the compartment that holds the gloves, the alcohol, towelettes, band-aids, all that good jazz. It was negative 10 degrees when I was filming this at my truck, so I started to get antsy. I don't think that this smaller first aid bag came in this kit. I think this is one that I purchased separately and put it in this kit, but this has a lot of really great stuff in it as well. You know, now that I think about it, I do think that this little red bag came in the bigger bag. This is where all of the band-aids are, all of the smaller items. So I do think that this little red kit comes in the big kit. I do think the bag choice is an important one. You want to make sure that you don't get a bag that is too big for you and a bag that has enough space. Let's go ahead and take it out of the freezing weather inside a warm, cozy house and go over what I have inside my bag. So I have a couple of options of the Prestone de-icer. Again, this has saved me during many a winter in the state of Missouri when there is ice literally on everything. So I am a big, big, big fan. I have it in many different areas throughout the house. So I think that this is a really good investment to keep handy with you. These are storm matches. I'll show a comparison here between the storm matches and regular matches. These are really handy to have with you. It's not going to be as easy to put out if you're using it in the rain or in high wind. So here you can see the difference between an everyday match that we use compared to the storm matches. That's a really big difference. Even the width of the actual matchstick itself is a huge difference. This is Go Girl, and obviously, this is a tool for women to use when they have to use the restroom. It makes it really easy when you're in the middle of nowhere and don't have a proper ladies' room to go to. These are roadside emergency flares that I actually purchased from Walmart in the automotive section. They are super cheap and they're really handy to have if something happens to you in your vehicle on the road. You can light them and let other drivers know that you're ahead. These are carabiners. Again, got them from Walmart. They are Ozark Trail. These are just really handy to have with you no matter where you are. This is a siphon that I also got from Walmart. If you're on the side of the road, not necessarily because you spun off on ice, but because maybe you ran out of fuel, this will help you if someone is able to come to your rescue and you can borrow some. This is probably my number one favorite item in my emergency vehicle bag. That is a magnet. You smack this on your vehicle and it is just going to light up the entire area. I believe there's 8 different settings on this one emergency light. It also has a carabiner, so you can attach it to many different things. Again, I'm really big into illumination and light, so I totally love this tool. I think it'll be really beneficial to have. Paracord is just something that everyone should have with them at all times. It will come in handy in so many different ways. Bleed Stop is a worst case scenario tool. If you happen to get into an accident, you can pour this on and it is supposed to stop the bleeding completely. So again, it's just a really handy tool to have with you just in case. Wipes are a necessity for many different reasons. One, to clean yourself up, to wipe away any blood, dirt, debris, all that good jazz. Very handy to have with you. Again, emergency poncho, nifty to have with you. Doesn't have to be used as a poncho. Could just be one of those items that gets used as something else. Nonetheless, super nifty and just nice to have with you. This was a Hiking Buddy first aid kit that I also got from Walmart. Walmart is probably the closest place to shop near me, and you can pause to look at everything that it has inside. But this is a very, very good simple first aid kit. Got it on clearance at the Walmart. Again, water purifying tablets. You're never going to go wrong having these handy. I also keep a life straw in my purse. Again, you just never know. Okay, let's talk about that comfort. If you are stuck in your vehicle in the wintertime, you're going to want a cozy, comforting blanket. I picked this one up on clearance again from Walmart. I really love that it's in its own little bag. Helps it stay neat and tidy and out of the way of everything. It's never a bad idea to carry an extra charger with you, so you always want to make sure that you're carrying one specifically for your phone so that you can stay in communication. Something I'm going to be adding to my bag is going to be snacks, things like nuts, fruit bars, things such as that I'm going to put into a Mylar package to keep safe and sound from those mice. What do you think would be handy to have with you in the event of an emergency? List them down in the comments below. Thanks so much for being here, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.